Hello? Alright. I think we're good. Hello, chat. Hello, YouTube. My name is Zebraswirls. Make that a little bit bigger so you guys can see. Yay! You guys can just call me Z. Alright, I guess I'll start with a little bit about myself, my likes, my dislikes. I like some cute stuff, including My Little Pony. If you guys couldn't guess, I'm a bit of a horse girl. I like cute, soft things like Squishmallows and Sanrio. I'm also a big fan of animation, especially Studio Ghibli. And you know, general Disney stuff. Not so much the more recent stuff, but like old school Disney. I am a bit of an artist, so some of the things that I made that are inspired by cute stuff is this beautiful picture and a painting I've done ages ago. But I'm not all cute and frilly. I like spooky things as well. I'm particularly fond of the 90s Halloween aesthetic. Like it feels wrong to call it vintage, but I guess that's what it is. Halloween decorations and the cute little flocked paper die cuts. I've recently gotten into some horror podcasts, such as the Magnus Archives and some other ones. I tried getting into Welcome to Night Vale. Didn't quite catch me as well, but interesting. Loved Monster High. Haven't gotten really into the new generation of it, but yeah. And occasionally I'll watch, binge some true crime or cold case videos. So maybe this October we'll get into some of those. Last Halloween I did some art of Lewis from the Mystery Skulls animated series. And here is a Spectra Bondergeist in my style from the Monster High series. Alright, so now I guess I'll talk about some of the games that I'm into. I'm a big fan of Ace Attorney. I actually have 2 cats that may make an appearance in the background. Their names are Miles and Phoenix. They're 2 little tuxedo cats. They're very cute and fluffy. I'm a big fan of Bejeweled too, just as a turn my brain off kind of game. I won't lie, I'm a bit of a sucker for the Untitled Goose Game. Gotta be a bit of a menace to society while still being, you know, cute and fun. So I'm not that good of a Pokemon player, but I loved Pokemon Snap, the new version. I would love to try and play the old version if I'm able to get some kind of port. Again, big surprise, I'm into horse girls, so I am into Uma Musume, and I have done a little bit of playing on that. And I have stuck my toe into Terraria. I'd like to get into it. I'd also like to try Minecraft. But if there are any games that you guys think would be fun, I'd be into that. Something that I've been thinking about getting is the Moomin Valley game. And some other cozy streaming games. Those look fun. Now, I'll have to admit, I have a bit of an obsession with magical girls. I've done currently 1.5 series of drawings inspired by magical girls. The first one being my She-Ra aerial hoop series. And yes, these are all hand-drawn by me. I try to mimic the style of the show that I'm referencing as much as I can while still putting my own flair into it. I think Double Trouble is probably my favorite, next to Entrapta, and, you know, her Mist is always a fave. And then the other series that I've done is Sailor Moon. I am kind of working my way through the Outer Scouts, but here are all of the Inner Scouts, and including Chibi Moon. And again, these are all hand-drawn by myself, but mimicking the art style of the show. And because I am mildly obsessed with magical girls, I have my own magical girl. This is Starling. She is an old TTRPG that I've come to think of as my main OC, and I have done pretty much any trend that you can think of with her. I've drawn her as a Spider-Verse. I've drawn her as a mermaid. This is a Christmas photo that I did for her a couple years back. And this is her as a pirate and her in cottagecore, which was done during the pandemic when we were all real into that. And then I have a couple of D&D OCs. Let's get rid of that. So, this is my most recent, or one of my most recent OCs. Her name is Kelda, but Kel for short. She is what I call a Sagittarius. She is part centaur, part bird person. We nicknamed her Spider in the D&D campaign that I was in. She is a fighter with a couple of levels in Rogue, just for fun. Up next, we have Alzira. She is a Somnari, who is a moth person. And she was a druid. And Alzira's fun fact is that she is 8 feet tall. So very large and a bit more intimidating than she thinks she is. Up next is my character, Namara. She is a life cleric, but she's a bit more of a necromancer, or as I like to call, a necomancer, because she's a cat person. And she's all about preventing more death and continuing life. And finally is Caillou, or Kai for short. She is an alligator person. And she's a bit of a psychopath. She likes to eat people, which she sees as perfectly normal since her people are hunted for their skin, since it has magical resistance. So, those are my girls. I haven't really done much with Caillou or Namara, but I usually like to do something with them art-wise around Halloween, since they are my spooky characters. I don't want to harp on this too much, but here are some of the stuff that I don't really care for. So, as an art person, I'm not big into math. I like spooky things, but I'm not into super gory stuff. So, I know, oh gosh, what was that new movie that came out? Terrifier. Can't watch that, not at all. I am very bad at checking my email. It is, in my mind, the bad news box. It's where I get just buckets of spam. So, if you're trying to reach me through my email, I'm sorry. It's gonna be a bit. I don't have the patience for resource management games. They are a bit tedious to me. So, yeah. I'd like to try them, but you know. Again, with gaming, I'd like to try and do things at my own pace, so backseat gaming's kind of a bummer to me. Getting a little bit more lighthearted, I don't care for mint or cherry flavored things. also not a big platformer, but I think I get better as I try. I'm not really I haven't done a lot of gaming, but I'd like to try. This is an anti-AI art channel. I can understand why people will use it as a reference, but it's been polluting the art side of the internet, and I'm not a huge fan of that. I believe that practice. If you look at some of my old art, oh boy. And a big no-no for this channel is I will not be talking politics. If anybody talks politics in my chat, you're gonna be getting a ban. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is me. If anybody has any questions. If not, I do want to try and stream on Mondays and Thursdays around 6 o'clock. I know tonight was a little bit late. Nothing like a debut stream to have a bit of some technical issues. But hey, that's how we are. So yeah. I will be streaming next Monday, the 13th. I hope to see you guys there. Okie dokie. I hope everybody has a great rest of your night. All right. Good night.